Namaste. And I bow not only to you for your presence and your practice, but I also bow to the lineage and the teachings of yoga that have benefited me personally so much in my life and in my spirit. I've been especially grateful this week and remembering what fun it was to teach on the retreat and be in a more intimate and concentrated energy field of yoga with friends. So, season of Thanksgiving. Gratefulness is one of the divine qualities we have within us. And the highest form of prayer is simply to give thanks for the life we have as embodied souls. We take so much for granted in life and fail to see the miracle and beauty of all the life around us. But gratefulness keeps us in the present moment and helps us to see each moment as a blessing. When we do everything with an attitude of gratitude, it makes our entire life a prayer, a song, a dance, and a ritual of love. Expressing gratefulness by its very nature is an expression of faith and trust and love. And gratitude will help us acknowledge what others have given to us and recognize how interconnected we really are, one family in spirit. So when you're comfortable, make a strong and steady seat with muscular energy through the hips and pelvis, pulling the heels in towards the sitting bones to lift up through the lower back, lift up in the ribs, and broaden the shoulders, letting them relax. We'll open the palms in Pushpanjali Mudra by tipping the hands open and making this great offering of thanks, sending our blessing energy out into the world. So we can offer freely with an open heart and a spacious mind. And to receive also and sense the divine inspiration which flows down into our heart. And let's take some breaths, inhaling our blessings, our gratitude, exhaling, offering the blessing energy back into the universe with our thanks. To make this practice an offering of thanks and gratitude, acknowledging all our many gifts that others have helped us to achieve. I give my thanks to the teachers that have helped me understand the concepts of yoga through the Himalayan tradition and others. Now, let's begin some yoga. Please come up to stand. You can do some just gentle movements to benefit the joints and glands. Begin with a wide stance, knees soft, and the arms resting relaxed at your side. And just feel that grounding cord of energy from the crown of the head down through the spine and the legs and feet. Inhale to the crown of the head and exhale to the soles of the feet. Again, inhale to the crown and exhale to the feet. That's all there is to it. And you're doing yoga. Now, for the head and neck, begin to circle slowly around like a clock. Inhaling up to 12, exhaling down to 6. So it takes a complete breath for each revolution. When you're ready, change direction and circle the opposite way. Good. You're going nice and even. Move as long on the exhalation as you do on the inhalation. Good. And round with their head steady. Bring the hands to the shoulders and circle the elbows a few times. Loosening up the shoulders. And then reverse the circles. And hold on to the hips and take the hips around, rotating them. That's good. And change the circles in the opposite way. That's right. Okay. And bend the knees, slide down, hands to the knees. On the inhale, lift the eyes, lift the sitting bones, arch the lower back. And on the exhale, tuck the tailbone and look down to the feet, pulling the navel to the spine. Arch on the inhalation and round on the exhalation. Relax the belly on the inhale and begin contracting from the pelvic floor up through the lower belly and the navel as you exhale. Start to build up some warmth here in the navel center, squeezing tight on the exhale, relaxing on the inhale. Good, getting warmer now, it's not so cold. Slide down a little deeper to the ankles and bend the knees all you need to. Start to move around, straighten one leg, sway in the hips and the shoulders and the head, wherever your body instinctively likes to move and stretch. A little dance. And slowly roll back up to stand. Lift the arms, touch the palms. And now draw them down the midline to the heart, opening the palms, tipping them forward, Pushpanjali Mudra, offering the blessings, love, and thanks to make the world a brighter place. Bend the knees more, cup the hands, and then inhale, lift up to the heart, invert the palms, press forward. Inhale, lift up straight overhead, and exhale, open the arms, bend the knees, scoop down, and once again, lift to the heart, press forward. Exhale, inhale, raise the arms, and exhale, open and descend, continuing that flow. Good. You've got that idea. You're doing great. Last time. Press out. And over the mountain we go. Rest the arms. Stay upright. Okay. So we had a little Qigong and we did our squeeze. So let's come down to kneeling, hands and knees, table pose. All right. Step the right foot forward to lunge. Move the left knee back so you can stretch this left hip flexor. While pressing down through both legs, lift the hands up to the right knee. Good. Now, with steadiness, lift the arms and breathe with gratitude. Nice, looking great. All right, lower the hands down. Keep the left hand down while you windmill the right arm back up and twist to face that right side. And pull the armpit back, press the palm away so there's a softness in the shoulder and elbow and wrist. And lower the right hand, bring it to the inside of the leg, and then begin to straighten the right leg, lifting the right toes. Adjust if you need to, move the heel forward an inch or two. And over a series of breaths, folding over the right hip. Engage the muscles you're stretching by pressing the back of the right heel down, tensing the quadricep, and pulling the thigh bone up to the deep into the hip socket. Okay? So tensing the muscles you're stretching helps them stretch more evenly. Protects yourself from overstretching. The left out, bring the left hand to the floor under your left shoulder. Then open with the right arm, twist to gaze up to that hand. Lean back a little bit. And get a nice integration of the shoulder blades into the back, drawing the shoulder blades in. And then release. Bring the right hand down and start walking the hands over to the left side and keep walking the left hand to the back of the mat. The right leg is remaining straight. The sole of the right foot pressing down. The right hip then can lift up. So you spiral the chest open and extend the right arm over the head in a supported side plank. Vashisthasana. Vashisthasana. And we'll do other variations later of Vashisthasana. And feel the integration, the shoulder blades drawing into the spine. And relax, hands back down to the floor and walk them back to the front of the mat. Here you can step the right foot back and step the left foot forward. Switch sides while I spin around. For Anjaneyasana, press down through the legs and steady yourself through core strength, pulling in through the lower belly, lifting up through the pelvic floor, squeezing the buttocks, and raise the arms so that you can make this huge offering from the heart space. Good, that's lovely. The bigger your breath, the bigger your offering. Gratitude, thanks, yes. We'll bring the hands down. Keeping the right hand down, sweep the left arm up, turning to that side. And integrating the shoulder blades by drawing them in towards the spine. And drawing the arm bones down into the shoulders. And lower the left hand. It's now on the inside of that left foot. You can widen the hands additionally, give yourself more room to play. And over a series of breaths, turn more towards the front leg as you're folding. And just relaxing on the inhalation to make those fine-tuning adjustments in your alignment. So you're safer on the exhalation, and you can tense the muscles in the hamstring and calf and quad, squeezing the muscles to the bone. Slide the right hand back so it's under the right shoulder. And then twist to the left side and open the left arm. And draw those shoulder blades into the back. Squeeze them together. Keep the shoulders safe. And lower the left hand. And walk the hands to that right side. Pivot on the right knee. So your right hand will come eventually to the back of the mat. And press down through the right knee and the sole of the left foot so the hips will lift up. And then the chest can open nice and wide here. And you draw the shoulder blades together. Spiral open the chest. Yes, good. Wings behind you to scoop up the heart. Make this beautiful offering of thanks. Release when you're done. Hands can walk back to the front of the mat. And step the left foot back. Okay. Now, come on up into our bent knee down dog. So like down dog, but the knees bent towards the chest. So you can concentrate more on the shoulders and arms. Press down through the fingertips and hug the arms in towards the midline. Shoulder blades sliding in towards the spine. And gluing the shoulder blades there on the back of the rib cage. And walk your hands back towards your feet. Eventually rolling back up. Standing, lift the arms, And as the palms touch, remember this offering of thanks that you're bringing forth and drawing the hands down to the heart space, opening the palms and Pushpanjali, and freely offering gratitude, thanks, love. And then we're going to do a full pranam namaskar. With an inhale, sweep the arms up. And on the exhale, fold forward. Walk the hands along the mat to the front of the mat. And lower the knees, the hips, the chest, and the head. And then extend the arms in this full prostration of thanks. Remembering all these blessings that we're thankful for. And we'll reverse this and stand back up. So push down the hands and knees, walk the hands back to the feet, and at your own pace, roll up. Inhale and lift the arms, touch the palms, and exhale, rest the arms down. So we had our pranam, namaskar. Now, we'll take warrior one. Come walk up to the front of the mat. And then step the right foot back, bend the left knee. And first establish a solid foundation in the feet and legs, and then strengthen the muscles to hold you there steadily and safely. And then lift up the arms into Virabhadrasana. Inhale up through the fingertips and exhale down through the legs and feet. Expanding on the inhale and strengthening on the exhale. Good. Nice job here. All right. And bring the hands to the back, interlacing the fingers in Yoga Mudra, or just holding the back of the waist, and draw the shoulder blades together and the elbows behind. Okay, keep the back knee from bending. Press back through the inner right thigh, and we'll lift the heart and start a back bend. Another heart-opening pose, so you can really feel the thanks. Then release the hands forward to the front knee. You're going to start to fold over the left hip. Pause on the inhalation to realign the hips and shoulders so they're level. Exhaling, you go deeper, but squeeze the muscles. Tighten the tummy. And don't be in a rush. There's no clocks here. You can take all the time you want. You're so focused on your yoga that you just lose all track of time. Only aware of the breath and what you're feeling in your muscles. All right. I'll let you step the right foot forward when you're ready. Inhale, hands to knees, shoulders back. Then exhale and fold over straight legs. Inhale, rise, lift the arms, bring palms together. And exhale, hands to the heart. Then Pushpanjali, another offering of thanks and gratitude. feeling blessed and wanting to share that blessing with others. Step the left foot back for our next warrior and bend the right knee. And when you're satisfied, your feet are where you're comfortable. Begin to lift up with the arms. Great. That's it. Expand with this blessing energy. Be generous. You're infinitely rich with the blessing energy you can give. Now lower the arms, clasp behind the back. Draw the shoulder blades together, squeezing them tight. Begin to lift up the heart and try not to bend the back knee. Keep that back thigh strong. Enjoy a little back bend. And then release the hands forward onto the front thigh. Fold halfway and then align, hips level, the left hip forward, the right hip crease back. And then on the exhale, begin to straighten the front knee, folding a little deeper, but also squeezing the muscles to the bone, and pulling the navel to the spine. A nice full breath without any pauses. You can fill the lungs totally on the inhale and empty every drop out on the exhale. Good. Just being engrossed with the breath, with the sensation in the body. A feast for the senses. Now begin to rest, step the left foot forward and fold over straight legs, exhaling. Inhale, rise up, lifting tall, lift the arms, and you have this beautiful gift to offer. Now, let's go on to Warrior Two. Step the right foot back. Bend the left knee, we're facing the side edge of the mat. And you're balancing between reaching forward with the left hand, reaching back behind with the right, until you have an equilibrium. The shoulders directly over the hips. Good. Everyone, great. Just being aware of each breath and grateful we're alive, breathing beings, embodied. Now, good. Straighten the left leg for triangle pose. Bring the left hand down to that left leg and lift the right arm up. Inhale, broaden the chest. And on the exhale, tighten the tummy. You may find the left hand sliding a little deeper. How far down the left hand goes somewhat depends on how long your stance is. Maybe you have long legs and short arms. You're the T-Rex of yoga. All right, come up, bend the front knee. Good job. Okay. We'll switch to the other side. Change right foot forward, left foot back. So we're at warrior two. Bending the right knee. We're mindful the knee isn't going in front of the ankle, but just keeping knee above ankle. Pulling the shoulders back, spreading the fingers. Broadening on the inhale and strengthening on the exhale, but possibly going deeper. Just playing with the possibilities of how you can make this pose the most beautiful offering possible. All right. And straighten the front knee, the right leg straight, and we'll start to fold over the right hip in triangle pose. So lengthen from the tailbone down, up through the fingers of the left hand, and tighten the tummy as you exhale to press through the feet and legs and not really collapse onto that right hip. That you can still feel spacious from the right side of the waist all around the back. All right, and release, come up and stand. Then we'll just turn the feet so they're parallel for wide leg forward bend. And start folding at the hips. If you can reach to the blocks or to the floor, bring the fingertips down. And on the exhale, press down through the feet and hands, lift up through the navel. Begin to straighten the knees. And just reassess on the inhalation where you want your hands. If you can bring the fingertips to a line with the toes. Okay, you're getting deeper into that forward bend. But just listen to your body and decide what's optimal for you. Is feeling good job. Feeling balance between the balls of the feet and the heels. Engaging through the inner thighs. And then come up to stand. We'll lift. And step feet together. Let's come on down for a little seated pose. So we'll do Dandasana. If you'd like to have something to sit upon, put that underneath the hips. We'll do a seated forward bend. The feet hip distance apart, or if you need to, widen them more. And move the sitting bones back and apart. Draw the lower back in by pressing the backs of the heels down. And then reach up to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold forward. And keeping the shoulders relaxed. Lengthen the back of the neck, tucking the chin slightly. And patiently feel with your breath when there's space to deepen the pose without sacrificing the alignment of the neck or back. The bigger your breath, the deeper your offering. Yeah. And lift up the back. And I'll lift up this right knee. Yeah, all right. And hold the back of the thigh, the ankle, or the foot to extend it up into your heron pose. Okay, you can also put a strap around the foot. Use that to extend your arms. Okay, usually this pose is done also with this leg in half virasana. So I didn't ask for that though. So I've got this leg. Now we're going to rest that down. Do the second one, holding maybe at the back of the thigh, the calf, ankle, or even the foot. Lifting the left leg up towards the chest. Keeping the heart lifted, the shoulders down, and the core strong. Excellent. Good job. And rest. Bring that leg down. And let's go out to wide leg, seated. All right. So open the legs as wide as comfortable. Press down through the inner thighs, the inner calves, flex the ankles. And now draw the lower back in, lifting the heart up. And exhale, hinge at the hips, squeeze the quad muscles, so pulling kneecaps up, thigh bones deep, and fold over those creases of the hips, coming forward with the crown of the head, and lifting on the inhalation to lengthen, folding on the exhalation to bow deeper. Each bow a symbol of our thanks and gratitude. Each breath is a sincere offering. Lift up to rest. Back up to a straight back. And bend the right knee. A little help with my hands. And then we have the right foot against the inner left thigh. All right, we're going to twist side stretch. So with the left arm inside the left knee or holding on to the left leg. Lift up through the right side of the body. Press down through the right sitting bone and lengthen that rib cage, reaching over the right ear. And just continue breathing with your comfortable breath in to lengthen, and your relaxed, calm breath out to stretch. Good. Breathing. And loving these blessings. Generously offering more to the universe. Now lift up. And we'll switch the legs. Open the right leg, bend the left knee. So we sit to the front edge at the sitting bones, spiraling the inner thighs down and back. And then draw the lower back in, sit tall and lift the left arm. Press down through the left hip and sitting bone. Breathe into the left side of the waist. Good. And just continue lengthening that left side As you breathe over to the right leg, the right arm sliding down towards the foot, or the right arm inside the knee, acting as a lever to open the chest more. Beautiful, good. Nice lengthening along that side of the body. Full inhalations, calm exhalations. And finish by sitting upright. And we're going to attempt our peak pose here, side plank, where we're employing two key actions. One, to open the hamstrings to allow the full expression of gratitude. And the other, to integrate the arms and shoulders, right, to protect the body, temple. So drawing the shoulder blades into the back this way. So we have variations. We can start with the knees down and keep the right hand down, pivot on the right knee, and extend the left leg straight. And we were here earlier, pressing down through the legs, push the hips forward, and integrate the shoulder blades, draw them together so you can open the chest. That's right, you found it. Okay, and lower the left hand and switch to the second side. Balance on the left knee and the left arm. Extend the right leg and press down through the right foot so you can lift up the right hip, press the right hip forward, spiral the chest open, and then you draw their shoulder blades together into the back to really open the heart. Fabulous. I bring the right hand down, and we'll try another variation. Vashisthasana. And this one we'll start in downward dog. So the knees are up off the mat. And the hands are in front of the shoulders slightly. And here we're just going to roll the heels, twist the heels to the right, balance on the right arm. And at first now the feet are staggered, so there's better balance. And lift the left arm. Okay, good, that's nice. Next option, stack the feet. And this allows you to press the hips forward a little more. Okay, now let's take a rest. Bring the hands down, bring the knees down. And just pause, chill out. All right, ready to go back to down dog. Curl the toes under, press the hips back. Now turn the heels to the left, balance on the left arm. Slowly lift up through the right arm. And you may stay like that with the feet staggered. You may want to try and stack the feet. And rest, bring the hands and knees down. And take a little rest in child pose. Letting the head rest, the hips back. And making whatever movement your body needs to let go of tension. And lift back to table pose. And if you want to try some more adventurous variations, we have the lift the leg, bind the foot, and flip over into Wild Thing. So this might just be a spectator involved. You can choose. All right. haven't practiced all these, but we'll see what happens. You've started in down dog. You transition to side plank. And then you're lifting the top leg up. Okay, good friend. Next step, you bind the left foot, lift it up. Then step behind with that top leg to lift the hips into wild thing.
You're almost in wheel.
Yeah, it's a deep back bend, almost like a one-handed wheel. Now we go back to down dog. Sigh of relief. And all that on the other side with side plank. Lifting the leg. All right. And wild thing. You make my heart sing. Okay, down to the knees and resting. Thank heavens. We can lie on the back now. You don't need a clock to know we're winding down. Once we get down to the back. It only gets better. All right. First, to just breathe. With gratitude, we're finally on the back. We can begin to rest. And our ending sequence has us doing a leg cradle. Lift the knees and keep the left foot down while you cross the right ankle over the left knee. Begin to cradle. Thread the right arm through the legs. Hold the back of the left thigh. And with both hands, draw that left knee towards the chest. With gentle inhalations that relax. And calm, deep exhalations that stretch. And switch sides, put the right foot down, cross the left ankle over the right knee. And keep this left ankle from sickling, so the shin muscle engages. And as you're ready and comfortable, keeping your head and shoulders on the floor, start to hug the right knee in. Relaxing on the inhale so you can breathe fully. And tightening on the exhale. Squeeze out the air. Engage the muscles you're stretching so they'll stretch more evenly, safely. Great, now you can rest both feet down. Yeah. And press the feet into the floor enough to lift the buttocks and slide the backs of the hands underneath. Sit down then on the back of your hands. So you have a little height and you can lift one leg and then the other. Invert the legs. And relax the feet and ankles, the knees, just letting your body rest. If you feel you need more of an inversion, like lifting the hips into plow or shoulder stand, this time is fine to do that. Take good care of your neck if you're in shoulder stand, keeping the chin up, pressing the elbows down. And before you start to get too tired, bend the knees and roll the back down safely to the floor. And extend the legs, lift the arms, and spread the arms and legs like a snow angel. You can move and stretch every muscle in the hands and fingers, and the wrists and arms, and also the feet and toes and ankles and legs, and the spine and back, stretching one more good stretch everywhere. You stretch the face, make some scary faces, and stick out the tongue. And slowly bring your arms down and legs comfortably on the mat where you can start to really rest more deeply in Shavasana, corpse pose. I'm going to dim the lights so you're not blinded. And you should cover yourself up and stay warm. Good. Tuck yourself in. And begin to feel the floor underneath your back. And underneath the legs, and the backs of the arms, and on the back of the head, all resting now, letting the floor hold you. You don't have to hold yourself now. And you can listen to the sound of your breath. And let that sound just lull you into a more restful state of mind, more peaceful, contented and happy. Feeling so blessed to be embodied in this time and place, to have this great company of people to practice yoga with, and this safe, warm environment. I'm always thankful to the meeting house where we can gather and practice together what we love. And I'd like to send my joy out into the world as blessing energy for all those that are suffering. This well-known Buddhist mantra, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka samista sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be blessed with happiness and freedom from suffering. And may I contribute to this good feeling for all. Hari Om Tat Sat. Let's start to deepen the breath now, and we awaken in your muscles with stretching fingers, legs, whatever you do to reanimate yourself in the morning. Roll to the side for a moment and rest, enjoying the blessings of this practice and being generous as you offer your blessings back to the world. Let's resume a seated position, if you would. I know you want to stay down today. You don't want to sit up. Tuck me in. Tell me a bedtime story. Okay. I love being with you all. I'm so thankful for your presence. Namaste.
Namaste.